How many of you have been so physically exhausted that it felt as if your heart was pounding through your chest? Or so emotionally stimulated that it felt as if your heart was going to explode? No matter the state you're in, your heart continues to work to keep you performing optimally. With every beat, the heart pushes blood through the entire body to keep you functioning. The heart holds great importance, for without it, the life in itself would not exist. Michael DeBacchi was known as one of the best cardiac surgeons to have ever lived when it comes to performing on this vital organ. Chances are most of you, if not all of you, are related to or at least know of someone that has dealt with some form of a heart condition. I am currently pursuing a career in chemical engineering, which deals quite a bit with pharmaceuticals and how to help illnesses that deal with the heart. This is one other reason I am speaking about Michael DeBacchi. He is widely known as one of the most successful and influential cardiologists to have lived, and today I'd like to tell you about Michael DeBacchi's life, accomplishments, and influences he has left behind. Michael DeBacchi was born in 1908 in Lake Charles, LA. His parents were immigrants that derived from Lebanon. Growing up, his parents were very dedicated to him and his siblings. It was said that he virtually was required to go to the library each week to borrow and read an entire book. Early in his life, Michael showed immense ability to work with his hands. He played piano and saxophone, and even won a gardening award. He was introduced to the medical profession by working in his father's drugstore. He applied and was accepted to Tullian's Medical School as a sophomore. Not only did he graduate with an undergraduate degree, but also he played saxophone in the marching band and taught himself clarinet and played in the orchestra. A man named Ochsner was the one who guided DeBacchi into surgery. He quickly became Michael's mentor. Together, they completed extensive research that ended up linking cigarette smoking to what we all know today causes lung cancer. After graduating from medical school, DeBacchi trained in Europe. When he returned, he married his first wife, which he had 4 children with. She later died of a heart attack while he was in surgery. DeBacchi then worked for the U.S. Army, where he contributed to the first mobile Army surgical hospitals, also known as MASH. He later completed the first operation to bypass a blocked carotid artery, which helped reduce strokes. He later married another woman whom he ended up having a daughter with. As his career progressed, he traveled to many celebrated calls, including ousted Shan of Iran's Russian Yeltsin. His life was filled with too many details to explain, but he later died at an age of 99 in the year 2008. Now that we know a little bit about the background of Michael DeBacchi, let's explore some of his accomplishments. The list of accomplishments this man has earned is too many to cover in the short time we have today, but he has awarded over 60 honors, including achievements as the NASA Inventor of the Year. In 1992, DeBacchi was inducted into the Academy of Athens, which is a society of scholars that was founded by the Greek philosopher Plato. Membership is usually restricted to the Greeks who have made exceptional contributions to the arts of science or literature. There was an exception made for DeBacchi in the view of his extraordinary achievements, as it was for Albert Einstein and Winston Churchill. The governments of Italy, Greece, Korea, and Peru, and many more, have also honored Michael in various achievements. Baylor College of Medicine stated in an article that Michael E. DeBacchi is widely known as a gifted and dedicated teacher, a genius medical investigator, inventor, and innovator, and a premier cardiovascular surgeon. And here's an example of cardiovascular surgery. All these accomplishments listed are not just given away, they have to be earned. So now I'd like to talk about how he has influenced the medical field through his career and gained so many of these honors. In a journal written by Franklin Institute, Dr. DeBacchi is claimed as a magician of the heart. And also they say, perhaps no person has done more to advance the surgical treatment of diseases of heart or blood vessels than Dr. Michael DeBacchi. Throughout his career, Michael operated on over 60,000 patients. That is nearly equivalent to the number of people that attended last year's Super Bowl. His impressive lifelong scholarship is reflected in over 16,000 medical articles and books. Dr. DeBacchi initiated the movement to establish the National Library of Medicine, which is now the world's largest holder of medical archives, housing more than 3.8 million books, journals, technical reports, manuscripts, microfilms, and pictorial images. Through his extensive career, Dr. DeBacchi devised many new operations, devices, and over 50 surgical instruments for improvement of patient care. An example would be the heat roller punch, which helped launch the era of open heart surgery. Author Steven Steinberg wrote in an article that DeBakey is referred to as a man with an almost magical capacity to cure people, and later stated he is a physician of the century. The contributions I have told you of are of great honor and virtually second to none. After being aware of Michael DeBakey's life, accomplishments, and influences, you can see clearly the great impact he has left on the medical field. Whether you're an athlete pushing your heart into 90% of max rate, or simply send your pulse through the roof watching a scary movie or having an argument with a lover, having a strong and healthy heart is important. With people like Michael DeBakey working on us, I feel confident in their capability of protecting our hearts.